North Korean projectile believed to have exploded soon after launch, South Korea says. This updated picture released from North Korea's official Korean Central News Agency on March 10, 2022 shows North Korean leader Kim Jong-un inspecting the country's Aerospace Development Administration in Pyongyang. So, South Korea CNN. A North Korean projectile is presumed to have exploded soon after launch Wednesday, the South Korean military said, a failure in what would have been the Kim Jong-un regime's 10th such launch this year. The explosion is believed to have come around the altitude of 20 kilometers, 12.5 miles, a South Korean military official said. South Korea said the projectile was launched from the area of Son'an, near the capital of Pyongyang. North Korea's previous two launches on February 26th and March 4th, which were also from the Son'an area, were intended to test a new intercontinental ballistic missile called the ICBM system, the U.S. Defense Department said last week. South Korean and U.S. intelligence authorities are continuing to analyze the details of Wednesday's failed launch, South Korea officials said in a text sent to reporters. In a statement last week, Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby strongly condemned the recent spate of North Korean launches, describing them as the brazen violation of multiple United Nations Security Council resolutions. On Tuesday, the U.S. military staged exercises on and around the Korean peninsula to show its readiness in the wake of North Korean activity, including simulating ballistic missile defense systems. The U.S. Army's 35 Air Defense Artillery Brigade moved to remote location, occupying its wartime defensive position, in placing the Patriot missile system and executing air and missile defense operations under a simulated combat scenario. U.S. Forces Korea said in a press release. And at sea, F-35 and F-A-18 fighter jet flying off the aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln, along with U.S. Air Force assets based in the region, put on the show of forces in the Yellow Sea off the west coast of South Korea, according to the statement from the U.S. Navy's 7th Fleet in Japan. The statement also said the U.S. has increased intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance activities in the Yellow Sea. We have made clear our growing concern over the significant increase in DPRK's North Korea's missile testing, and we will continue to take all necessary measures to ensure the security of the United States and our allies. The statement from the 7th Fleet spokesperson T. Nicholas Lingo said.